Hey, hello. Welcome to Pantsless Tables on our Summer of Zombies, The Way We Were, Walking Dead game, episode 3. I am your ever unprepared GM, Mike, and yeah, we're back. We're raising money all through May and June for a couple of charities. We're raising for the Trevor Project and also for a bunch of cool mutual aid stuff. All the details can be found in chat. Hopefully, yeah, it's already in there. Cool. I don't even need to ask Steve to do mod stuff, so that's cool. We will introduce you to our wonderful cast of players and their characters, and then we will delve in with our signature recap. So I'm going to say we're going to go around in clockwise on the overlay. So just to make it really interesting that Steve doesn't get to go last, Steve's going to get to go first.
What? Fuck. Oh, hi. Hello. it is I, Steve. Shit. My pronouns are he, him, and I do things and stuff. I'm playing Sasha Beauregard, pronounced she, they, who is a criminal who likes the green, the good, the puff. That's me. Yeah. Okay.
Amazing. Next up, Danny.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. I'm Danny Mendoza, he, him. I am playing Frankie, good boy. And Frankie is a Labrador Golden Retriever mutt who is just happy to be with good people. Nothing's wrong. Everything's fine. Why is everybody looking at me worried?
Over to Morn.
Hi everyone, my name is Morn Putman Trimmer. My pronouns are they, them, and I am playing Julia Erickson Watt, whose pronouns are she, they, and very excited to see what might come up today.
Nothing terrible, I'm sure. And talking of nothing terrible, Baba.
No.
Oh no, I am terrible. I'm Baba Yaga. Any all pronouns are good for me. And I'm playing Rose Singing Hawk, she, her pronouns. And she just is, she has 4 Molotov cocktails at the start of this episode. I would just like to say that. The start of this episode, there's 4. I'm hoping to have less than that at the end of the episode.
Not at all terrifying, that thought. But let's just go over to Addy and make things better.
Wow, that is an interesting lead-in. How do I... We'll see now, won't we? Hello, people of the internet. I am Adi MK. I go by Fab, he, him pronouns because he, him's a little boring and I prefer being Fab first. And I shall be playing Henri Dupuis. He is a preacher and a bit of a hard ass earlier in his life, but now he just wants to get to the end of this. And some people have blood in their eyes. We'll do the outdoors things later. Hi, yes, I'm Adi.
Wonderful. So with that, we will delve into episode 3 with our now signature previously on The Walking Dead. It's Frankie.
Hey, Buster. The world still hurts, but I still keep the pack safe. I'm trying to be good. We came back to the safe water place. I went to check the, perimeter, and I smelled something sharp. I don't know. Smelled wrong. It was wet, red on a wall, and I got it on my nose. Good shit found me. She wiped my nose clean. Called me a dumbass, but her hands were gentle. And she fought a fought the wall with a big rock. Carries a lot of anger. She's safe. Pack was very heavy that night. Fish guts cooked for us. I did my job to help and tasted the fish, make sure it wasn't too hot. But then Fish Guts was sad. She squeezed me very tight and body was shaking. Kissed her face. So she stopped crying. Later, Sad Eyes made the smoke I like. I laid heavy on his feet and breathed it in. Made my head feel floaty, calm. I like it when he smokes. He shared his snacks with me. They were really good. Good Scraps was quiet, thinking about their, I don't know what they think about. Do you think they know what I think about? I don't know. They're a good pack. But Papa was the heaviest. Before we had to leave again, I could feel the worry radiating off of him. I had to press my whole body against him so that he wouldn't shake. He put more metal things in my pack and told me to run if it got dangerous. But, I mean, I love Papa, but I'm not going to run away from the pack. I can't. We went in a big rolling box back to the big place. We saw the not safe people again. Quiet Killer was there, and Smells Wrong, too. And they had a tall new one with them. Smells Wrong talked for a long time. It wants water, I think. It wants fish guts as food. Showed his teeth, but he wasn't happy. When Good Scraps was scared to talk to him, I did my job. I put my weight on Good Scraps so that they could be brave and they could ask the hard questions. And it worked. But Buster, Smells Wrong still smells familiar, and it makes me scared. I could feel my fur stand up. They want to take from our pack, and I'm scared, Buster. The air smells wrong. It smells like something bad's coming. I'm going to keep my nose to the wind. I'll keep Papa safe, I promise. Like I told you. I'll keep the pack safe, too.
Incredible.
I don't want to encourage it further.
Once again, have inspiration, whatever that means in this game that has no mechanic for it.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
So yeah, you can decide how to use that at an appropriate time during the game.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm grateful.
So,
But that is your greatest mistake, Mike, because you do not hand over Danny such like open-ended checks. You do not know what you have done to yourself. No, but you know what you've done to yourself. You played with
I
this.
know.
Yeah.
Danny having unrestricted power is just another tool for me as a GM to play with. You know, trying to get it.
Yeah.
Thank you. That is true. The more I can do, the more you can do to me, right, Mike? Yeah.
No comment. So yeah, last we left off, the group were in the castle mid-negotiations when a familiar figure was hauled out, and Ahab was very unhappy that you seem to have let a spy be running around the castle. So the mood has shifted a little. Irina is bound and gagged, and Ahab turns to all of you and says, we We can get past this. I'm going to have a little chat with this one here. And I'll think of a way for us to move on from this hiccup.
She,
So go on.
she's a child. I would just like to
Mhm.
point that out. She might think and try to act like she is older, but she is a child.
Yes, and I am not a monster, so it will be a very pleasant chat.
Of course, it hiccups,
Okay, well,
but afterthoughts. You don't have to keep worrying about a hiccup. Otherwise, I mean, you have far more serious problems you consider.
I mean, my friend, I think we both have serious problems to consider right now, yes?
We were in a better mood before this stupid child interrupted with her delusions of grandeur. But Monsieur, you know this. We are all adults in a punishing world that is not kind to anybody. So if we are in a place where we can step past such irritations, it will always be best.
Henri, he said that he's not a monster, and we have to trust him as a sign of faith.
but he says
Please,
he's not a monster, but he's bound and gagged a child. So
well, to be
I'm not
fair,
getting a clear image here.
it's a very precarious situation that we all find ourselves in right now. I think that it might be beneficial if we show a gesture of goodwill and trust our new friend here to not hurt a child, even if she's made a mistake, and to have a pleasant conversation and to return her to us shortly. Right?
And Henri will, like, just kind of look to the side and, like, glare at Irina. And maybe some people could stand to prick their little balloon of ego that is gassed up. Huh?
We can discipline our children at home. Right now, yeah. Oh god.
Henri gets a very obvious scowl from Irina. As annoyed as she is with the situation, that comment did not go unnoticed.
She learned something that is amazing.
Frankie does go up to Smart Water Puppy and just curl up on her feet and put hopefully comforting pressure on her as much as possible, but then looks up at the person who will be interrogating her, not having really understood the conversation, but having gotten the vibe clearly, and just stares.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I got. I will ask, actually, there's so little for me to do with this, but I have 3 in empathy and 0 in manipulation. Is there any chance you would buy that as an empathy manipulation roll?
I was literally just thinking the same thing. Okay. Yeah, I will let you roll empathy manipulation. So just, I mean,
and to be fair, Danny did never use the inspiration that he'd acquired in the previous game, so perhaps that could contribute to a dice.
That's very fair.
Danny decides how inspiration is used, and if that means that Danny has 2 inspiration stacked and wants to use one of them as the rule is you get an extra die, then you get an extra die. I mean, this is Danny's inspiration to do it as he sees fit.
I'll take rules as written.
Yeah, rules as written. I'll take an extra die which I do think made the difference, so that everyone knows, because I only rolled 1 6, but I did roll 1 6, so that is something.
Okay.
Thank you, Adi. Thank you, Mike. Yeah, thank you, Baba.
Ahab kind of looks at this dog curled up around the feet of his captive and gives a sigh and says, well, I was going to lock you all up while I had a chat with our friend here, but we're being friendly, so have a seat, make yourselves at home, just be 10 minutes. And
that is very encouraging. Anyone who wants to be the best version of themselves that the dog thinks that they are is a good person. No?
yes, I mean, if the dog wants to accompany this girl, he may. No skin off my nose.
If you do not mind, I would like to be present for this interrogation. I shall keep to the quiet and to the corner just to ensure that there.
Oh, no. I want the girl to be able to
Why
speak
not?
freely. Well, who knows what the presence of another person may do to the answers the young lady is going to give.
Okay,
Can we have somebody?
But we are already operating under common banner. We are saying that our people are going to be working together, or sharing resources. I mean, is there such need for doubt on your end, Monsieur? I mean, I'm definitely trying to do the empathy leadership and trying to get to a common ground in that situation.
I will allow you to roll empathy. I'm going to say that this is very much manipulation rather than leadership, though. This is trying to subvert the will of an individual. So just a straight empathy roll.
Cool. I can do that. This is that's 5 dice for me still.
Yeah.
That's a 6.
Okay. How about a compromise? You can have 10 minutes with her before I have 10 minutes with her.
This is... Oh, you misunderstand. There is nothing that I have to prepare her for. I'm open to her saying whatever she wants. I just want to be her so that she knows she's safe.
I am going to say... I'm going to say no. I realize you got 1 success, but there are 2 reasons for this. This is Mike, the GM, speaking now, not
Fair.
Ahab the narrator.
100%.
One is Mike, the GM, doesn't want to have to role play a scene between Mike, the GM, and Mike, the GM, because that's not entertaining for anyone other than you lot witnessing me do it.
100%. No. And
the other reason is I would have allowed it with more successes, but this is a very rigid
100%.
individual who wants to interrogate somebody without influence.
I am not questioning this. Relax. Go ahead.
So Ahab will... Excuse me, some background noise at the moment. Ahab will march Irina off. The rest of your watchers will disperse, allowing you to kind of have a bit more room in this area. There are sofas, there are bookshelves, all sorts of things. It looks like a comfortable living area that they've accrued over the space of just seemingly a few weeks. And you are free to...
Since
you
Since
wish.
others hustled on my behalf, can I hustle for a second for that 6 to be applied slightly differently?
Yeah.
My hustle is this. It was a leadership flavored role, right, Adi? Is that right? Roughly accurate?
Yeah.
Can the people who have listened to this be at least a little bit more convinced of Adi's character's competence now? So like if Adi tries to do something as a follow-up, there's like a help out of that?
Yeah.
That you determine, whatever that means, right? But there's like a benefit from that.
Yeah, I can say that definitely there will have been more impact on the others than on Ahab himself from that role. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Love that.
You have a couple of sympathetic eyes looking your way.
Quick question. You said there are bookshelves here, right?
Yeah.
Are there books on the bookshelves?
I mean, yeah. Otherwise, there'd just be shelves.
Okay, fair enough. I would like to look for.
Smart ass.
Mike, I love you, Mike. That was just such a snipe. Bah.
Oh my god.
Chris never living down the allegations.
Sweetheart.
No, I know who we're kicking out of the support team. I get it.
Oh god.
That was such a vicious ode. Oh.
The best snipe I've seen in a while. Oh.
And Steve, for what it's worth, I understand where the question came from because we're not actually seeing it. We don't want to take anything for granted or like overstep what might be there. It's
No, it was a valid question. I've broken myself. I'm sorry.
Donate because of that moment right there.
Everybody, flip that, push it out on socials as much as you can with the donation links so that it serves a good cause. Dunk on Steve for a good cause is what we're saying, right?
Like,
with Steve's consent only, of course.
Oh yeah, I'm down to make this work. Every time someone donates something, I will allow one roast with no consequences. I mean, it's not like there are consequences anyway, but still.
Oh, you beautiful man.
That's trust, friends. See, that is well-earned trust at the table. Yeah.
So yes, there are many books around, Steve. In non-sarcastic answer to your question, there are many books around. It appears quite a collection has been gathered.
If I approach the bookshelves, will they let me, or are they not letting us move around?
No, they're mimics. The bookshelves are all mimics.
Oh, I meant the people.
Oh, okay. Yes, you have freedom to move in this area as you wish.
Okay, I'm gonna look for copies of Moby Dick.
Oh.
Okay.
Someone's cooking. I like it.
Make me a scout roll, please.
Oh shit. Oh, that is not me panicking because I forgot to open my character sheet. What do you mean? No, of course not. And I'm totally not just saying. Okay, good to know. I'm totally not just stalling so the sheet opens while I navigate over to the rolling section of this Discord server that we have. No, of course not. So that's 2d6 plus 2, right? That's 46.
No. You just have 2 in whips, I believe. You have none in stealth, in scout.
Oh shit!
So
yeah, never mind. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, I was looking at stealth for some reason. Okay, that's 2 5s.
2 5s is a failure. You cannot yet find a copy of Moby Dick, but you find several other classics. Your particularly your eyes particularly drawn to a copy of Catch 22. I don't know why. You tell me why.
Mm.
Wow. Okay.
I could have just picked that book at random, guys. You don't need to do the oohs. There's no subtext here at all.
It wasn't an
I mean,
ooh, it was a
yeah,
hmm.
because of course, why would you mention Catch-22 with any deliberate intent? Why would we read into that? What could that possibly mean?
Also, subtext implies the existence of a DOM text and a switch text.
Yeah, this.
Nice.
See, the real innovation here at Pantsless Tables is the switch text, right?
The switch
We've all
text.
heard of subtext. We've all known of DOM text, but switch text you can find here.
I mean, coming from the switch, it makes sense to create a switch text. Yeah.
Love it.
Anyway,
Innovation.
moving on.
So yeah, no Moby Dick that you can see.
Okay.
You might be able to find a copy if you were to invite others to help you look, but I don't know.
I don't want to
whether
draw
Safi would be.
attention to what I'm looking for. I'll just open the book. Are there any markings, notations, whatever in the book?
Let me just see. There's nothing that you can see at a glance written in the book. There's not even a dedication to anyone. This seems like just a regular copy of Catch 22. Although a small piece of paper from it when you're leafing through.
Okay. So I just want to confirm, of all the people we have met, we haven't really met someone with, oh, we got to donate. What?
Let's go.
Holy shit. I should have had this open, but we got a $10 donation. Let's fucking go.
See, that's what happens when we roast Steve, is people
Yeah.
give money to good causes. That's the difference maker.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much, Baba. Along with getting to roast Steve, you can also name the next NPC as well. So go for your life. Oh no. Sorry, we'll find out. Cool. Yeah. So
Yeah.
a small piece of paper drops from the leaves of the book as you are leafing through.
Okay, what does it say?
Are you trying to be in any way at all discreet about this? You trying to hide it from your friends, from your enemies,
Nope,
from
not
a
at all.
dog? I don't know.
No, I opened the
No?
book, something fell out, I'm just reading it, that's it.
Okay. You pick up the piece of paper, it's folded quite small, you open it, and it just says, "Fuck you. I'm not returning this book."
I love that.
It's in a fairly immature handwriting, I think you would probably find. But yeah, seems inconsequential. It's not a clue to anything. It's just a note somebody left in a book. And I mean that seriously.
I will turn to both Rose and Lee as Sasha's at the bookshelves. That breath. I mean, do you think we should have known that this would have happened? No.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I figured.
I
I was
mean,
hoping.
I'm surprised that we didn't think of it, but here we go.
Yeah, my sister went through a similar thing, and you always try to give them the space to make the good decisions, and
Mm,
it's just the consequences are just a lot more severe now than they were a decade ago.
Mhm.
Uh,
hmm. But
So,
honestly,
I'm just. She could have ruined everything for us. Like, we were
true,
getting somewhere.
true, but it does not seem to have damaged our reputation as much. I think we can still reach an accord. Let us not be too
Mm.
negative about it. Let us try.
so the thing that
I'm
that's
trying.
kind of
It's just annoying.
it is the thing that's itching my brain is the fact that they're so perturbed that she was snooping around. Um, that kind of, that's the guilty conscience, Audrey. I know you could probably tell us all about that. Um, so it's one of those things that depending on exactly where she went and what she saw, there we could be okay, or she could have seen something that they don't want her to see, and I'm terrified for what that could be, honestly, because I mean,
Hmm.
Hmm. Sasha, you know her best. I mean, do you think she's stupid enough to be completely transparent with whatever she might have seen or not seen?
Uh, honestly, I don't know. I don't know what she was thinking. I definitely do not know. I kind of blame myself because I was the one who insisted that she stay behind. Should have known that something like this could happen, and I feel bad about it. But also, she's not a child. You know, like people grow up a lot quicker. Are growing up a lot quicker in this fucked up world, and I probably would have done the same thing if in her shoes. But also, I don't know. It's just weird.
Hmm.
Well,
I
nothing we can do about it now. So let's just
Hello.
wait.
I just hope that they keep their word and don't physically hurt or even not physically. Intimidation is still there's
Mhm.
enough things going on to break somebody. We don't need any help in damaging one of the few kids that's left in the world.
That
as
we
if
can
on
Yeah.
cue, uh, Irina walks out the doorway, unbound, ungagged. Ahab just behind them, looks across at you lot and kind of goes, "Well, we have reached an arrangement." And Irina looks up and goes, "Yes, sorry for getting you in trouble. Mr. Ahab here understands I was just frustrated at being left out of these negotiations and trying to keep an eye, make sure you lot didn't fuck up." Quite, he says. We're going to pause the negotiation. as you can see, we like little touches of home here. There is a library in a little town about 30 minutes drive from here, Saint-Paul-de-Vence. It has not been ransacked. You're going to go and fetch a few books for us, and anything else interesting you find along the way, of course. The bad news is the dead are there, so you'll need to be careful. But
So we're your errand people now?
you're giving a gesture of good faith in collecting some desired supplies for a group that are going to be working with you to a mutually beneficial arrangement. But we need a little, kiss and make up for this indiscretion, that's all.
Mhm.
Sound good?
Okay, well, what books do you want? Because we might not even have to go to the library. We could just look around if they're popular books.
I mean,
But they're
I don't
not
have a-
popular books, are they? Otherwise, you won't be making us go.
no, nothing specific. It's just we've run out of new reading materials, that's all. So collect as many as you can, fill up your little camper van with as many as possible, and then come back.
Okay, so quick question, because I actually, my sister actually asked me to keep a lookout for books as well. Can I specifically have? There's a couple of topics that she's interested in with her. She's still trying to continue doing her thesis for her PhD even now. Like, kid's crazy. What? She just won't stop. But can I take those books? Because like the odds that you're gonna be into it also I'll find them in a provincial library is also very low. But like, please, I'll try to do an empathy roll for that to beg them for science books.
Please do.
Yeah. So that I have a dice pool 2 to go off with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that possible for me to? Is this more than a 2 difficulty?
Not at all. I'm not sure I even need one success on this. It's not a big ask.
Okay, good, because I fucked that up.
Yeah. This is not something that needs any dice roll. I was just happy to let you make one to see what the outcome was. Ahab simply looks at you and goes, again, I'm not a monster. If you want a handful of books for yourself, take them. Help yourself to anything from my library as well. As I said, we've read everything here.
People get really protective, but we're used to get really protective of their books. And I don't know, you say grab all of the books and whatever. So I'm just checking. I don't want to get in trouble.
Books are lovely. This is as I say, this is a show of good faith and a little run for us. Books are just a thing. People are the thing we should get protective over, no?
Do I believe him?
That I am going to say, I mean, there is no insight, so it would just be a straight empathy roll to see that. So yeah, just a 5 dice empathy roll to see.
Yeah, let's see. No sixes. Oh, but I rolled a double 1.
Okay, I mean,
Okay.
What can I say? You are suspicious, but everything about this man has you a little suspicious. So you're not sure whether you believe what he's saying, or whether you just don't want to believe what he's saying.
The smile on Andre's face stays there, but his neck muscles just like are like tight.
Yeah. It's all a little unclear to you, but you definitely, if anything, you're feeling even more mystery. You don't know why.
I'll just quietly nod. In exchange for an exchange. It seems very transactional, no? But that is always how some beginnings happen. I'm sure you're used to that.
I'll give you all a few minutes to discuss, I guess. You can do that outside. Shall we say what? It's a 30-minute drive away. Day is still young. Well, we'll allow for any unforeseen events. So be back here this time tomorrow with my books, and then we'll hammer out these negotiations.
D'accord. As he kind of looks around at the others.
Well, before we go, I would like to ask one question.
Ask away.
Why this library? Why not any other library? Why this one?
It's the closest one that we haven't already picked over.
Okay.
There are closer towns who have schools and small libraries and such like, but yeah, we've had our pick from there.
Other survivors?
We've not come across any, but that doesn't mean they aren't there. As much as the dead are everywhere, the living are everywhere too. That's why we have to be so cautious, isn't it?
True. Come on, mes amis. Let us get on to this task and get back here.
Yes. Mind how you go. Come back safely. Bring me a nice cache of reading materials and anything else interesting you find along the way.
Can we? Because I don't want to waste space. Can I just take a quick look on the books that are here, so that we don't do repeats essentially?
Please do. Yes.
Yeah. And then I'll head off. We'll head off.
Yeah. Yeah. You. It's mainly works of fiction on the bookshelves present. Couple of biographies as well and autobiographies, but there don't seem to be any scientific journals or law books or anything of that sort of thing. If those do exist here in this place, they're certainly not on the bookshelves around you.
Okay.
Irina runs over to you lot. Just says, I'm going to go back. I think I've caused enough trouble. Wasn't my intention.
When she's saying that, Frankie is just next to her leg, and if her hand's low enough, gives her a couple of kisses. on the hand.
She will kind of reach into your neck and give you some scratches behind the ear.
Yeah. And then as she's saying what she's saying to everybody else, I just look at everyone else.
Hmm.
And in a whispered tone, she will look at Sasha and just say, I didn't see much, but they've got a shit ton of weapons.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. But, you know, forewarned is forearmed. And talking of forearmed, come on, Frankie. And she will kind of hop up and walk out the door. Lead you all out. Kind of not... It doesn't take an empathy roll to know that she is shaken up and does not want to be in here any longer.
Fair.
I will turn back to Ahab and just give him a quick nod and go out.
Yeah, Rose is like on Frankie's heels. Like to me, Frankie and then Rose right behind.
Love that.
Right then, I suppose everyone back into the van.
Could I? Sorry. If this is a waste, don't worry, and let me know it is. I was just wondering, would I be able to get out there and do like a wit scout or a wit survival, something just to check for danger? I just feel like Frankie gets the vibe that people are tense and would want to check around as we're getting to the van if there's anything dangerous, in a purposely broad way, because Frankie doesn't have context, right? So not specifically targeting anything, just trying to see if there is a sign of something that Frankie would recognize as concerning from a predatory perspective.
Yeah, give me a survival roll, wit survival.
Cool beans, thanks. Nope, didn't pick anything up. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, there are a lot of different smells going back and forth, some familiar, some unfamiliar, all the way through the courtyard to the van. I would say there are unfamiliar smells around the van as well, but not in a way that seems like anybody's been lingering there. It's just there's been a lot of movement past, around, that kind of thing. So yeah, no suspicions, just feels like a place that's had quite a lot of foot traffic through in the time that you were inside.
Copy. I think I think everybody just sees Frankie acting a little bit anxious, that's about it.
And I'd say that you all kind of visually see that the mood appears to be a lot more relaxed. The sentries are no longer kind of posting up with their rifles aimed. They're just sat on the sentry posts, seemingly ignoring you and letting you go about your business.
Rose is gonna give Irina a big hug, like the ambush from behind thing that you have to deal with teenagers when they don't want.
Yeah, there's a struggle, but but she eventually kind of relaxes into it and lets you hug her.
And I will also use that grappling condition to take the advantage and just place just a palm on her shoulder as well and just squeeze.
Yeah, she will kind of sigh, relapse into it and go, I am sorry. I know I give you guys shit, and you especially, Sasha, but I was just trying to make sure that you weren't walking into something worse than it was. Also wanted to see what the fuck was going on, but yeah, didn't mean to make the situation worse for you. This seems like at least a relatively easy way to get back to where things were. So yeah, but I don't want you guys worrying about me, so I'm gonna go back.
I mean, we are in the safe
All right.
zone now, right?
Yeah.
Or
What did you
Yeah.
talk about?
yeah,
What did he tell you? He said you came to an arrangement, an agreement. What was the agreement?
He wanted to know if it was part of the plan for me to be snooping around, and I explained that no, and you'd left me back even though I was meant to be coming and being part of the negotiations, because sometimes apparently just because you're an actual child, you can't be considered part of the leadership team and listened to and respected, but that's fine. My burden to bear that. Yeah, and we just had a chat, and he said that there was an easy way of negotiations going back to how they were, and I agreed with little hesitation because I thought it was best for me to be out of that situation, whether things went well or not, because the last thing you guys needed was rifles trained
Thank
on
you.
you and a hostage the other side, right? I'm not a fucking dumbass.
Did he?
No.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
Yeah. Did he try to convince you to join his group, or did he say anything, or did he look for anything specific?
No. He said that if everything went well, there wouldn't be their group and an our group, right?
That is the goal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he ask about our books at all? Or did you mention anything about the ship?
No, he seemed to. He knew that we have a cruise ship out at sea. He didn't seem to know or care about the arrangements about it, but he understood that. I mean, they've clearly been watching us. They've seen the ship come and go. They're at quite a high vantage point here, so it wouldn't take much, I'm sure, to have witnessed it. I don't think they've had anyone around. He was very loose with the details, but he didn't press me for any details either.
Okay, good.
So it is
Genuinely seemed more
desalination.
concerned. Yeah.
It is the desalination plant that is this man is most concerned about.
I mean, fresh water is a big selling point, I guess. It's probably surprising that we haven't been in this situation before. And I'm sure we'll be in it again. Not that I know of, yeah. True.
Well, a deal is a deal, and you have proved yourself in making up for your little mistake. A faux pas is not the end of a leader. It is only a chance for growth every now. And no leader becomes a leader. A leader grows into one.
Yeah. I mean, I think I'm literally only a part of the group because I'm meant to be good at the sneaky shit. So the fact I got caught is actually quite annoying, but yes, appreciated. Go
Maybe,
team.
Well,
maybe Sasha could aid you. I know Sasha is rather good at that sort of thing.
Oh, Sasha's awful at the sneaky stuff. I see everywhere they go.
And I
So-
would just look at Sasha and like giggle.
Okay, dude. Sure. Yeah. No. Yeah. Whatever.
All right. Are you sure you can get back to the compound by yourself?
Yeah, we're in
yeah.
a safe zone. The troops are not that far away. I'll just jog there.
Yeah.
All right.
When you get back,
I reach into my backpack. Oh, sorry.
no, go ahead.
I reach into my backpack and just give her a couple snacks for her walk back.
Wonderful. What snacks?
A crinkly packet of crisps, and a few crackers.
Wow. She's going to have so much energy.
Yeah. She will bite into a cracker and give half to Frankie as well before she...
When you get back,
Wagging my tail very, very strongly. And then looking around at all of you like, more snacks? More snacks?
Go on
when you
then.
get back, please gather up like the copies on the cruise ship. There were several bookstores. See if they can gather up some copies of books, and we might be able to use them as negotiation and things with these people. If entertainment is high value to them, then you need to find as many unique sources of that as you can gather. That is a great way to make up for what happened. That will really, really help us when it comes to negotiating with them.
Okay. Yeah, I'll radio the ship and have them do that.
But I think it is important that you make the impression that this man, I do not trust him. Despite all of the sophistry, there is something about him that makes my senses curdle like bad milk. That is just leads to terrible cheese, and that is not something that's about.
Yeah, I agree. Especially when he initially said we're going to negotiate for the water, and then he was like he wants half of everything. That was kind of fucky.
I get the impression that there's a lot of bravado. I mean, they do have lots of weapons and lots of people, but safety is relative, right? And we can offer that. So I think they perhaps want integration more than they're letting off. But who knows? I'm just a kid. What do I know?
Okay, I just thought of something. As Steve,
No,
not as Sasha.
I think you're right.
But both really. I'm just gonna look over at Irina. Did you see any other kids or anyone your age?
Not that I noticed, but I didn't get a full run of the place. I didn't see many of the living quarters. I went in through one of the side entrances, had about 15 minutes of poking around, I guess it was, before somebody found me.
Yeah, fair. I would also say pat yourself down in case they managed to plant a bug on you. Because he did kind of know you were sneaking around without him actually getting a message, which means that he probably had some sort of listening thing. Like,
Oh yeah, they definitely radioed him. So if you didn't hear it, then yeah.
didn't hear or see it. So just pat yourself down. We've been talking with the last 10 minutes. If they heard that, that's fuck me, I guess. But it's just so that you don't take it back, take a bug back to base camp.
Okay, good idea. I'll yeah, I've got a safe house in the town. I'll have a change of clothes and check myself over there.
Just jump in the harbor. Take a bath real fast.
Literally, I don't know how to stress this without basically saying, I'm a teenager, you can't make me wash. I'm a teenager, you can't make me wash.
Do not understand, never understood that concept.
Irina will chuckle and kind of jog off, making her way back home. Leaving you guys with the camper van with a mission to complete. I will fast forward the traveling section, which is about 30 minutes, unless there are conversations that you specifically want to have on the way.
Can we sing the Muppets on the road again during our drive?
Only if you all collectively sing that now on the stream. That they're the rules. So it can only happen in a montage with several songs that you're singing on the way.
I don't even know that song. So.
I didn't know this song.
It's old Muppets. It's old Muppets.
Oh,
I got you,
Lord.
Baba, but I'm a dog.
It's all right. It's
I know
much
the
better.
wheels on the bus. Like, I'll sing that.
If you said Muppet songs, I could have made you all sing Manamana, but you know, it's fine.
Everybody knows
I know that one.
I'll just say that Henri doesn't sing along. He just has a kind of crooked smile because this song is making him remember other things. Yeah, but he kind of he looks back into the mirror and just kind of smiles. But yeah, he'll quickly blink his eyes.
So you guys, one thing, just as a joke. So there, a couple of years ago, America, we elected Barack Obama. So there's this guy who's this playwright, and he performed this really cool rap for Obama in the White House, and I saw it on YouTube. It was a really bad video, and she busts out into the original version of Alexander Hamilton that Lin-Manuel Miranda performed in like 2009 when he was still developing.
That's awesome.
Because that's a real thing that happened, folks. If you want to see it, it's on there.
Yeah.
Wait,
The internet
that
is
makes me
forever.
think. Do you think Obama's still alive?
What?
It's a
What?
complicated question.
Oh yeah, no, the president, like, they gotta have like multiple bunkers that they can just keep moving them to as they get overrun. Like, there's gotta be, like, yeah, that's a good. We should play that game. Does the right devolve to us playing who's alive and who's dead politicians?
Yeah. Because you'd think that if the leader of the free world, quote unquote, was alive, they would be broadcasting it everywhere to let people know, right? For hope or liberty or whatever the fuck they stand for, right?
Or would they? Because you want to keep alive and keep hidden. There's a lot, especially Obama. There's a lot of people who don't like him still, who would probably do horrible things if they could. So, in a situation like that, every politician has enemies.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's fair.
Mm,
Yeah, you pass the
Super
time of this
serious
journey
political topic.
singing
yeah,
songs,
yeah.
Moments
playing
after
Pantsless instead.
Manamana. I
Yeah,
really want to make
Yeah.
it clear
No, no, no,
that we
no.
were just on Manamana, and now we are
Oh, that
on.
was the song.
Would you say that you are alive or not if you were the president of the United States and a lot of people wanted you dead? Which is probably true of every president of like every
Yeah.
country ever, right?
And like movie
Uh,
stars, they're like we
yeah.
could. Yeah, this is a very long car ride. So Sasha and Rose to start getting into like the
Deep.
philosophical, deep stuff.
See, what we're doing here, Mike, is we're
Yeah.
giving you the verisimilitude of an actual car ride.
yeah. Oh, very well.
Yeah.
I imagine Sasha has probably 3 times already asked if you're there yet. And on the 3rd time that they do, you arrive on the outskirts of this town, and it is markedly different from your own town in the fact that there is visible shitter activity around. The streets are, I'm not going to say brimming with, but there are definitely lurching corpses moving around visibly even as you approach this area. So we're going to leave you a good I don't know, half a mile, let's say, walk. You're going to pull up because you can see the activity. You also don't know where the library is, so there's going to be some exploration required as well. But we will deal with that and the threat level that has just gone to 1 because there are visible walkers, but they have not noticed you. Yeah, we're going to leave the threat level at 1 as we take a short break. Hey, welcome back to episode 3 of The Way We Were, our Walking Dead game, which again I will remind for the whole of May and June, our games are come to the table by raising money for both the Trevor project and a bunch of cool mutual aid initiatives, the details of which can be found in
Mike, I don't know if it's just me, but you're really muffled.
No, it's also me. Okay.
Weird. Okay, bear with. I will refresh.
You're good now. You're good now.
Yeah, yeah, good.
Oh,
now.
Holy
you're back to
shit.
normal.
Sorry.
What?
We got the grant for Evil Hat. What the fuck?
yes.
Yeah,
Holy
that's
shit.
huge. You heard it here first. This is why you want to tune in live. You get the tea immediately. I can tell Steve literally just saw the message, so it could not have been
I
faster.
did. Oh my God. Holy shit.
Amazing. Congratulations, team.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congrats, team. That's awesome.
Amazing.
Yeah, so that's the thing. So we've got a grant for Evil Hat to produce a series using one of their systems. That's very cool. Steve will go into more detail in that when he's had time to liaise with everybody involved, I'm sure.
And also after he's done crying.
Yeah,
'Cause, you know.
and the realization that pitching for something and succeeding then means you actually have to produce that thing, and the pressures
All
that
the
come
work.
with that, you know.
All the work comes now. The elation
things is
turns
easy.
into focus. Yeah.
Hurry, quick, kill his character. Whiplash.
Oh, don't worry. I won't have to kill Steve's character. They will kill themselves by the end of this.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I think just by like decisions and roles.
Oh, I was thinking like Sasha gets Frankie killed, but
I mean, maybe that's possible. Who knows? We'll find out.
So
We get to find out now what happens when a dog meets walkers. That's pretty fun, right? Very good.
So we left our heroes on the outskirts of a nearby town. They had been tasked with a mission by a group of potential allies to go and ransack a library, as you do, because books are the most important commodity in the world of the dead. So yeah, you guys have parked up about half a mile from the town, having spotted through no doubt Henri's rifle scope that has come in ever so handy for scouting in previous scenarios. Some walker activity through the streets, some shitter activity through the streets, I should say. So yeah, you guys can formulate a plan, do a scout out, barge in head first, drive through a wall of shitters. You choose. Now is the time to make those decisions. With a threat level at 1, you are around walkers, but they have not noticed you, and they're not close enough to notice you just yet, unless you start, I don't know, press the horn which inevitably plays La Cucaracha or something. So
I am wagging my tail anxiously, having smelled La Decadencia on the wind, and looking around at all of you like we're not going there, right?
I'll
I make
kind of,
sad eyes.
yeah,
Exactly.
I'll lean down and just give him a bit of a scritch, and I know, but this is what we have to do now. So, and then I will, ruffle and bump my forehead into yours, and then I look up to the rest of them. You know the drill. Stay low, stay quiet, and let's get through this song, mes amis.
Are we gonna go in all together, or are we gonna split up to try to cover more ground?
Let us only consider that when we get to the language set. Let us get there together.
Okay.
I always take an axe with me. So my axe that I would have put in the van beforehand, I pick it up, so it's by my side.
perfect. It's listed on your sheet. That's fine. Henri, I assume, would have his assault rifle and sword cane.
Yeah. And I would have the hunting bow, which
Yes.
is what is out right now.
Sasha, revolver at your side, shotgun probably slung across your back. Have you got your cricket bat with you, or are you just going guns to the wall?
I think she is carrying the cricket bat because the guns will attract more noise. So she's kind of using the bat, but the shotgun is going to be the last resort if needed.
Okay. And Rose has a spear and some Molotov cocktails.
Yep.
And I want to remind everybody above table that as much as I imagine no one is going to be happy with Frankie going ahead and scouting, when Frankie is alone, Frankie gets a +2 to stealth, which starts at an 8, so I'd be rolling 10d6 to like stealth forward and then like try to gather intel, I guess do a scout from there or whatever. Mobility is pretty good at 7 as a base, and from a fighting perspective, it's super unlikely that Frankie would bite, but and if I do bite, Mike, I'm probably going to ask you if I take stress for that, because it would break my conditioning as my lifelong training as a service animal. But I have pack leader, so anybody else around me in melee contact who's in close range of me gains a +2 to your dice pool when you're that close to me, because I help you figure out what's happening.
Yeah, and in general, doggy ways aid them by, I would imagine jumping up at walkers and
oh yeah,
yeah.
Yeah. I did a bunch of research on this, and I would do a lot of like avoidance stuff, like trying to pull people away as the danger's coming up, and then also potentially blocking, right? With my body. But the bite thing would be a breaking of like, it would have to be like somebody's about to get their throat torn out or something, and then maybe I would go in and bite. But other than that, it's all going to be sports stuff.
Cool. Okay. So, your plan is?
Go in quiet from the edge of the town, try and look for signs, anything that could point to the library. Head in formation. As we know, Frankie is good at looking out. So, Francois, this is what you do. You find anything that you can find and come back, and we will do that thing that we did well.
Frankie takes off to go out front and scout alone. And Mike, I just rolled a 10d6. Would you like to know how many sixes I rolled?
I would very much like to.
4 of them.
Let's
Okay.
4 6.
Nice.
Yeah, even in other circumstances, it would have been incredible luck because I got 4 6s, 4 5s, and 2 4s, which is just incredibly unlikely.
Shit.
That's a really good damage roll.
It's incredible. It's 52 damage on that 10d6. Yeah. No, it's 4 sixes. 4 sixes, and then I don't know if you want me to do any scouty stuff in the interim, but I would like to, if everybody, and most importantly, Mike, if you think this is credible, we've been at this for a while, right? Meaning this is not the first time that we do something like this as a group. So I think that Frankie's training would have extended to stealth through, check out the area, settle somewhere in a way that is meant to communicate a signal, even if I can't see my people. And maybe, Adi, you're watching through the scope or something to see where I set up for that so that I can signal how, like, if it's safe to move through or whatever we've set up through training, you know?
Yeah. So I will say, obviously, with 4 successes on your stealthing, you are undetected. That is not a problem. I will take a scout roll from you just in terms of where how far you're proceeding and where you're getting to in that process.
I'm going to push myself and take stress because that first one didn't give me anything. The second one gave me but the second one I need to roll a stress die on too.
Stress die.
Hey,
well,
2 6s. The stress die had a 6, so 2 6s.
Lovely. As long as it doesn't have a 1, that is perfect.
I could have died right there, everybody. Just so everybody watching knows, if I rolled a 1 on that, and I'm out there by myself as a dog, fully could have died.
God.
But yeah, I didn't. I got 2 6s. It's great. We're doing well. Yeah.
So yeah, Frankie, like an animal that has done this many times before, and is used to negotiating even unfamiliar streets. Manages to find progress probably about a third of the way towards the town square so far, through kind of back streets and little alleyways. At one point has to kind of almost scuttle kind of under some fallen kind of debris and planks and trash bags and things like that, to progress through an alley, but does so without any problem. And next to a little cafe.
You went back underwater.
Yeah.
Okay. Any better, or should I refresh?
All good.
No, you're good.
Very strange. Don't know why it's doing it. Don't know. I didn't move my mic or anything. Right. Settles outside a little cafe down a side street into a pose that Henri would recognize if Henri is able to make their scout roll to keep track of Frankie.
Can I take a stress in advance to add a dice to the pool?
I think you can only take it if you fail.
If it fails, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So that's a wits plus scout, so that's 4 dice for me.
Yeah.
And I will take a stress because I did not get a 6.
So you can roll 5 dice now, but one of them is your stress dice. Mark which one that is first.
So I did not roll a 1 on the stress die, and I got a 6.
Cool. Yep. So kind of with your trained eye through this sniper rifle's sight, you maintain a fix.
It's an assault rifle. Just
Assault rifle. Sorry. You maintain oh, in that case you fail. No. You maintain a fix on Frankie moving through these streets, and will be able to lead the rest of the group to them.
Yeah.
And that in itself
proceed.
is going to require some rolls. So I will need stealth rolls from everybody apart from Frankie.
Yeah. So that's
Be right back.
that should be agility plus stealth, right? Yeah.
Agility plus stealth, yes.
Okay.
I'm going to take a stress because I didn't have any successes.
Yes, everybody take stresses, please.
Yep, I'm also doing stress.
Taking a stress. Oh.
Here's the good news, everybody. You have a service dog that you can hang out with. Try to de-stress yourself.
I got 3 sixes.
Can de-stress with me.
Oh,
Hey!
Yeah, I got 1 6 with the reroll.
Same, I just got 1.
I did not get a 6 on the reroll. I did not roll a 1.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I rolled a 1 on my stress dice.
Oh.
No!
Okay, bear with. Let me pull
3
up.
sixes cancel it out.
So you rolled a walker. So that means you are getting attacked.
Do my
And
3 sixes cancel it out?
The attacks happen. I was about to ask that the attack's happening nowhere near Frankie, right? This is on the way to.
Yeah, this is on the way. So what I'm going to say
And
narratively is you come to the point where...
Real quick, Mike, just so you know, I was going to be in the very back as well, like trying to hang back and because I'm stealthy. I'm supposed to be stealthy anyway.
Perfect. Okay, so you guys come to the small blockage in the alleyway. Leading to the corner from where
you're back underwater.
It's your hand. Your mic is being affected by your hand motions.
Oh, okay. That is an interesting thing. Is it okay now then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's my hand. Weird. Doesn't normally do that. Okay. I will stop being me and gesticulating. So yeah, you weave your way kind of under and over this obstacle, and Rose is at the back, and as you move a kind of piece of the debris out the way, a walker reaches out for you from underneath it. So just bear with me. So this will increase the threat level for a start. Page 80. Sorry, just got to get to the right page in my thing.
The good news is that's still just a 2 because we started at threat level 1, so we're doing all right, y'all.
Yeah. So a single walker attack is what we're looking for here. Bear with.
Also good news, this reminded me to take my Lexapro.
Okay, discovering the PDF pages don't tally up, so single walker attack. Bear with. Sorry, guys, I was I was not ready for you rolling a walker. I was ready for mass combat, but not a single one. Single walker attacks. Here we go. Is resolved with one skill roll. You can roll for any skill that makes sense in the situation. I have the final say on the outcome. So,
Okay. I would like
so you
to
tell me
use
what skill? Yeah.
Yep. So, Rose is used to being on a ship and having to react quickly to horrible things that happen on those commercial ships with booms going astray and the weather and the waves. So I would like to use my wits survival to instinctively be like, oh, and try to get out of the way using that muscle memory from the ship.
Okay, so wit survival would give you 8 dice plus 1 stress die.
Okay, cool. What? I haven't rolled yet, but what happens if I roll another one?
That is a good question. Let's hope it doesn't come up.
Oh.
It's
Okay,
only
well,
a 1 on the stress die.
On the stress die,
So-
yeah.
yeah, that's good. I got 3 6s, including 1 on the stress die.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Including 1
That
6
wasn't
on
an-
the stress die. you mean.
I have a 6 on the stress die and 2 other
Oh, good,
6s.
good.
Okay.
Oof.
Perfect.
Okay. Love
Yeah,
that.
sorry about that.
Right. Okay. I see.
We're
I
fine.
was like, so this is not an academic exercise anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's fine. This walker who's still pinned underneath some of this debris reaches out to grab your leg, and you manage to with survival.
Muffled
So-
again, like
It's definitely not my hand. I'm going to
Yeah.
refresh. Ben.
Okay.
I thought I had a theory.
DM's gone. We all beat the walkers even.
I think it was a good theory. but-
yeah.
We find the cure. We've cured everybody. Civilization is back.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Yep, it all happened before he came back.
that's fine, Steve. Yep, you found the cure. And I'm just going to have to write to AMC and tell them that they've got to retcon everything that they produced in the years
Just-
after
Just
season
do
1.
better. Just do better.
Just do better.
Yeah, so you are grabbed by this walker on your leg, and as you move out the way of it, you're able to take a piece of the wood that you've been maneuvering your way through and just slam it down on this walker's head, dispatching of it with ease as you make your way through. That could have been a lot worse. I was looking forward to rolling on the failure table. But that's fine.
I'll fail
get
better
plenty
next
of
time.
chance for that. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so that happens, but you guys all managed to meet up with Frankie. The threat level is raised to 2, which I can immediately tell you means there are walkers close by, but they're not aware of you yet. It says I can draw a map. I can't. I think they're vastly overestimating both my artistic abilities and my motivation. So yeah, at the moment it's still generic streets of generic town.
Copy.
You guys meet up with Frankie. So I'm going to say it would require at least one more repeat of this process. Another scout from Frankie.
Question. I'm whose? I know I'm yours, Adi. Am I only Adi's PC anchor?
It's a good question.
Yeah, I think so.
You're my PC anchor.
And you're my PC anchor. So we're each other. So my question
Yeah.
comes down to, I don't know what time we have here, Mike. And if you say we don't have time, don't worry about it. But I'm asking because as a service animal, I think I would get the stress off of all of you and I would try to calm you all down. And being a little stressed myself when I get to you, Lee, I would probably look for some scritches also to get calmed down. And I don't know what we can engage with here in the process, but that would be me trying to relieve stress.
Danny,
And then also maybe relieve my own.
That makes sense. Like, as you're walking beside me, I can, like, I'm short enough to reach down to you and give you
And
scratches
I give you
as
lots of
we're
kisses
walking.
and stuff. Yeah. What were you going to say, Mike?
now, I would say, like, theoretically, mechanically, there is not enough time to
Sure.
do that
That's okay.
process. However, if you wish to burn your last inspiration in order to
I'll do
relieve
that.
everyone of some stress,
Yeah.
I will let you do it.
100%. I'm happy to do that. Yes.
Wait.
With the powers of dog, I relieve, and the granted me with the blank check. What were you going to say, Steve?
Can I ask for -1 stress then? I have had 0 stress for the last 3 sessions, right? So does that warrant me -1 stress with Frankie now?
That just means
Yeah,
you're
worth
damn
a shot.
stoned, like for the rest of the show. Like,
I was saying, is it because you're so high? That good is good. It's real good shit.
I would love to say yes, Steve, but I know from my DMs with you behind the scenes that Sasha may not have any stress, but Steve has a lot. So we're going to say that balance.
Yeah, fair.
That's fair. So that means that in real life, Steve, with the power of this inspiration Mike gave me, Frankie is relieving your actual stress. Your stress in real life gets to go down 1.
I feel so much better. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, Frankie goes around, kisses, nuzzles, pressure, gets the scritches from anybody offering. The ones from
100%.
Lee relieve Frankie's stress. Everybody else takes a stress away, right? Thank you for that, Mike. I really appreciate that.
Power
That's
of
the
dog.
very least I can do. Yeah, so we'll do another round of stealth and scout from Frankie, and then we'll resolve the stealth to follow Frankie. I will say that this time I will have the party follow relatively closely behind, because we are no longer in a situation where Henri can scope. So you'll still get your bonuses, but narratively they'll be, every time you go round the corner, they wait round the corner and then check, kind of thing.
Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Super glad that I don't have any stress die to roll. On the stealth, I rolled 2 6s. On the scout, I rolled 1 6.
So Rose is starting to like sneeze and sniffle uncontrollably, like some sort of reaction to something since our little break, and I like that's gonna make a noise. So how do you want me to affect my stealth roll?
Very interesting question. So I will actually say, I think the best way to do it, rather than penalizing the stealth roll itself, is just to penalize the relief of the stress that you just had. I'm going to say this will give you 1 stress and mean that you are now rolling with a stress die for as long as you are sniffling and sneezing and having that reaction.
Oh no! So okay, great. This is gonna be great.
And I'll come to you all individually for your rolls. So stealth rolls all around. We'll come to Rose last then.
My kingdom for some Allegra.
Let's go Lee.
What
was this roll?
I got 2 6s.
Okay, that's just a tick. Henri?
I got a 6.
That's a tick. Sasha?
I got 2 1s, baby.
Oh,
How do you go from 3
are you going to
6s to
take-
2 1s?
Are you going to take a point of stress to re-roll that?
Oh, fuck it. That gives me an extra dice, right?
It does.
So
but
the
you do
last
not
one is
want to
going
roll a
to
one
be
on
the
that
stress
dice, as
die.
we said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck off. I got 2 1s, one of which is on the stress die.
Okay, we have a
Oh,
walker. Okay. And Rose?
I just sent a picture in the Discord chat
Ooh.
because I rolled 5 2s, and on my stress die, I rolled a 1.
No. The dice are really
Oh
determining the
dear.
progression here. They're determined to
think
tell
my
a real sad
stress die-
story today.
I think
Yeah.
stress dice is unbalanced, but
Okay.
Swap it out.
Yeah.
it's only when I use it to roll the stress because I'm sitting here doing test rolls. I'm getting everything.
Jeez.
So we will resolve these at the same time. There are two individual walker attacks then. As you all progress following Frankie's latest exploration, I think one will fuel the other. So Rose sneezes. Sasha, being the polite person they are, says, "Bless you," pauses a moment. And as that happens, each of you almost walk headfirst into two walkers that have come from another alleyway just to the side on hearing the noise. So I need each of you to pick a skill that you're going to use. We will go Sasha first in order to get out of this situation.
Oh, I'm going close combat. I'm gonna use my bat to beat the shit out of this walker's brains. Yeah, the shitter's brain, sorry. So do I keep
so,
my stress die for this roll as well?
Yes, for any roll that yeah, you have a stress
Fuck, that's
die
9
for.
dice.
Yeah.
Oh, my stress dice is a 6. That's perfect. And I also got another 6
Well,
separately. So 2
So
6s.
describe to me how you dispatch this walker that has lunged at you from an alleyway.
Yeah, so Rose sneezes, Sasha says, "Bless you," and she kind of sees it before it even happens, the walker lunging towards them, and on instinct, bat is in hand, swings around without even looking, and fully just connects with the side of this walker's face. And it just, like, you hear this loud crack as the skull splits open, and the walker just literally mid lunge just gets, what's the word, yeeted into a wall.
Yeah.
And just head first into the wall. And so it's a double impact, one from the bat, one from the wall, and it just, that's what you hear.
Yeah, there's a hard thud followed by a very wet thud as the now split skull smashed
That
against
third
the
is
wall.
what they, no mind. Can you give me an alley-oop if I do not convert? What is the point? Or
And
in
the
cricket terms,
second
because she's carrying a
walker-
bat, you give me a full toss, I do not hit for a 6. What is the point?
The second shitter was on the floor in the same alleyway, and as Rose moves out the way of you swinging the bat, that kind of lunges at Rose. What does Rose do to get out of this scenario?
I'm gonna be inspired by Sasha and also try my close combat with my spear. Oh god.
Wonderful.
Oh hey, that is 1 success. That's just 1 success.
And nothing on the stress die, importantly.
Yes.
Wonderful. Yeah, you jam down with your spear. Describe to me how you dispatch this walker. Then I'm gonna let you guys tell me how you do it.
So this one's like one of those crawlers, and it's like tries to go forward, and Rose like tries to do it coolly and like just like shish kebab, but stumbles a little bit because she's not super practiced with this, and like has to like steps at once in like the shoulder on accident and has to go and like and finally gets it on the second one. And it's like, okay. And then sneezes again.
Wonderful. Now the worst news. And that is the 2 walkers that were rolled raises the threat level by 2. So every walker in the area has now heard this. Every shitter in the area, I should say. God, so bad at this branding thing. Yeah, every shitter is aware of the noise down this alleyway now. And at 4, they are closing in. So they are all moving towards you now. There are 2 choices. There is run and try to find somewhere safe to hide, or there is fight. They are your 2 choices. I will say you have a couple of minutes to assess the situation, but the streets with invisibility are starting to have walkers lurch around.
So non-obnoxiously above table, Frankie can't do anything other than try to get you all to retreat. So Frankie is going to be trying the entire time you're talking about this to convince you all, right? Like just nudge you to go back from whence we came. And if you agree, we'll then go out to scout safety. And if you don't agree, we'll follow close to you.
I think like Henri would quickly look around. He's trying to identify which direction has the least shitters for us to make our way in that direction and try and evade this area where the sound is coming from. So that is where I think, like, you just turn to Francois, take us where there are less of these. Come on, go, lead us.
If nobody else tries to stop me, I just take off.
Yeah, we're collectively we're looking for the path, which area, like preferably something that is leading, at least from my side, leaning further into the town, but in the direction of the least zombies.
Okay, so the good news is that I got 1 6 on my stealth roll out of the full 10d6. The bad news is I got no 6s on the scout roll, so I pushed and I took a stress, and then I got 2 6s on the scout roll.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, and I have to remember I have to re-roll for the walker, so stand by. Hey, it's a 3. I didn't die. That's exciting.
Yay!
Hey.
Okay, there is a small window of opportunity. Frankie has found an alleyway that currently doesn't have walkers in it, and there is a building at the end of it, but that building is closed, but it looks like possible security, at least away from where the hordes are starting to gather. I am going to say...
Yeah, essentially, we're trying to get to a more advantageous position.
Yeah, this will be mobility rolls from everybody to essentially outrun a slow-moving but gathering horde who are onto where you are now. So, yeah, there is no stealth involved with this. Stealth would not work. You need to fight or flight. So if you're choosing flight, it's mobility rolls from everyone.
Okay.
0.
Can I
got nothing. I'm gonna use.
Can I be the the person who's giving them cover, like, because I'm trying to, I'm walking, like, I'm not running, I'm jogging, but I'm keeping my bow and arrow out, so that anything that gets close to us, if it gets in range, will get a arrow through the eyes, between the eyes.
Okay, we'll resolve the other roles, and then we'll come back and yeah, we can see how that goes. So Rose, no successes. Lee,
Nothing.
no.
But
No,
I'm gonna take can I not take a stress?
you can, yeah, and re-roll, yeah.
Okay. Cool. Thank you. Well, I just rolled a 1, so
On the stress die, yeah.
Oh boy.
yeah.
Okay. Sasha,
Sorry, I spaced. What are we rolling?
mobility, but this
Oh.
is about to get very bad, guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
We're fine. It's okay.
I got a 6. Oh, I was supposed to roll an
Okay,
extra one
cool.
for stress, right?
Feel-
That's a 3. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Perfect. Okay. Henri.
Uh,
So
Yeah.
I will have you roll mobility, just because I'm going to assume you're retreating and firing. So we'll deal with that with your mobility roll first.
that is a 6 and 2 5s. Oh, shit.
Perfect. A6 is good. So you're able to maneuver. You can make a couple of ranged attacks to thin the herd a little as you are doing so, or I'm going to be a very generous GM here narratively. You have an arrow knocked ready to fire.
Mm-hmm.
A walker comes from another alleyway as you guys are retreating and is moving forward for Lee, unbeknownst to them.
I shoot.
I will let you, yeah, that's what I was going to say. I will let you shoot that walker, but it will be at a penalty of not being able to stop the herd coming, which will then narratively, with the threat level going up, will work.
Yeah,
So
that's fine.
please do make a roll with your ranged attack and whatever bonus the bow gives you.
Okay. Yeah. So plus. Well, I got 2 6s and nothing on the stress die. I'm good.
Perfect. Yeah. So more, I'm going to say that Lee doesn't have to roll to evade this in any way.
Okay.
Henri pivots around at the sound of this like shitter lurching forward, groaning in the way that they do, that you can't get out of your head at night sometimes when they're massing around areas, and pins this walk shitter through the top of its skull as it's lurching forward, and it falls at your feet. But the horde are on you.
Mm-hmm.
There is a very small window to get through this door at the end of the alleyway. Very small. I'm going to say Sasha, for sure, hits the door next to Frankie. You are there. Henri sacrificed being able to do so to turn and save Lee. Rose, you're about halfway to that. These things are feet away. It will require I mean, it's going to be mobility again from Lee and Henri, I would say, to be able to catch up with the others without being in a full-on combat with a horde of undead.
All right.
Can I help possibly by throwing a Molotov cocktail at the horde? No? Yes? Would that slow them down?
It would slow them down, and it would definitely cause a distraction. So, yes, you can make a ranged attack. I would be very advised. Well, yeah, I very much advise you to succeed.
So now we're making the agility rolls, right, Mike?
I will say if the ranged attack with the Molotov cocktail is successful, that will buy you the time to get inside this building. So we'll hold off until we resolve the Molotov roll.
How many stress can I take in one roll?
Only one. You can only have one re-roll and take one stress.
Okay, all right. So I did that and I still failed. I didn't get any ones, but I did not get any sixes.
Okay, I need to roll. So
That's
this
real
goes,
interesting. I don't know how I missed with fire.
you missed with fire, so you throw this Molotov inaccurately, but it still works.
Okay. Now we
Okay. I've rolled a little hidden roll to see damage-wise what happens. You guys roll your mobility now. That would be wonderful.
So
Did you need me to do one also for mobility?
No, you're at the door, so it's just the two who were a bit further behind.
Copy.
So we roll how many ever dice, and then another dice for the stress dice, and that shouldn't be a 1, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, I'm good. 6. 1 6.
So that's
Yeah,
a
I
success.
didn't get 6, so I'm going to gamble and roll again with a stress.
Yeah. So however
I'm
many
swapping
stress die you
all of
have,
Oof.
I mean, it's good. More stress means more dice, right? It's good.
Okay, no,
Yeah.
I'm fine. No, okay.
Okay.
No one's on the stress. So
Okay.
but I did get a 6 on my reroll. So
Let's go.
Wonderful. So this is how we're going to play this out. The Molotov cocktail sails over your head briefly until it catches. You know how a lot of little European streets have buildings with like flagpoles and banners displayed on them. It just catches one of those and falls in front of you and the walkers as you're backing away. It does a reasonable amount of damage to the horde because there's 66 for the blast area of that. I'm gonna say you get away, but you are going to take 1 damage each in the process.
okay.
Yeah.
I think that is the fairest resolution.
So we're a little battered.
No, it would take you to bruised, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Which narratively is fine.
All right.
You guys catch a little bit of fire. You're patting yourselves out as you run from this horde and you get to the door.
I'm
The
so
horde comes
sorry.
in.
I was a bad throw. I panicked. I'm sorry. The back of your coat there is still on fire.
Oh,
No,
oh, merci.
you're all fine. Thank you so much.
At least it kept us out of their jaws, John, because they were banned.
Mhm.
The fire is distracting a few of these things, but they are going to progress through this
Yeah.
soon.
Yeah.
So, gotta go through a door if you want.
We can catch up later. Run.
Yeah.
Frankie, get us out of here, please.
I absolutely will. You want me to do the next set of rolls?
So the only way out of this alleyway is through the door.
I can do that actually. As a trained dog, I have to do a force roll, I think. But I have a thing. I have a thing for this. Not like mechanically, but like in my research on these dogs, if that's helpful. And then we can like the
Yeah.
mechanics. But basically, a dog trained in the way that Frankie is trained would have known even prior to the apocalypse how to open doors. It wouldn't be something, especially under a stressful circumstance like this, that I would expect in this context we would want to resolve without a roll. So whatever kind of roll you think I should do, I'm happy to do it. Right?
Yeah, I would. I don't think it's a feat of strength, so I wouldn't say it's a force roll. I would say it's agility, mobility roll.
Oh, that's great. I love that. Thank you so much for that. That is such a kind decision you just made for me.
I know.
Hey, and I got 2 6s.
Let's go.
Everything's coming up, Frankie. I say that, and now I'm going to die immediately. But nah, it's I open the door. It's exciting. Like
So as the party are running away from this, Frankie takes the cue, jumps up, is able to kind of knock this handle in a way that the door swings open.
Yeah.
And
if it's okay, and I would argue like also nudges the door open, right? So it swings open, nudges it there, and then looks around, knows better, I would say at this moment, than to bark, but looks over at all of you and just sort of like gets up a little bit to note we should get inside, and then is going to pop in a little bit. I do recognize above table this is dangerous. It's going to pop into the room a little bit, and then turn around to look for all of you. I want to be super clear. I very much understand I don't know what's in the room. I very much understand going in there is not a good idea. But this dog is going to go in and look back to make sure that the people that they're protecting are safe. And then whatever happens, happens.
okay. We'll make this another roll then.
Yeah.
Purely a wit survival, I think. So this is just to, as you turn around, like, does anything in your peripheral kind of, pop up into your notice?
1 6. I'm so glad that happened. I was going to take another stress. Oh, I keep not rolling my stress die. Hold on. That was a 2. That was a 5. Okay, those were the 2 I owed you. So no walkers. There we go.
Perfect. Yep. Nothing takes advantage of the fact that you turn around immediately. You're in a small hallway that hasn't yet opened out into the living spaces in this building. You're kind of adjacent to the stairs that run up to the second story, and the others can follow you in and close the door. If a dog can open a door, I'm going to guess that these walkers could push it open, so you may wish to attempt to barricade this door, or lock it if the key is there, or bolt it, or whatever. So that will require somebody to do a roll of some kind for whichever.
Okay.
So whoever is the last through, I guess, would take the lead on this.
I'll be the
So
last
that's going to be
through.
between me and Omri. You'll be the last.
Yeah. No, I want to.
Okay.
I threw the Molotov cocktail. I fucked that up. I want to make sure that you guys get in at the door and everything. And then I'll try to deadbolt it and then like look around to see if there's like anything that I can jam
Yeah.
in the doorway to support the door.
I think that's
Yeah,
what I would have actually done. Like as soon as Andre would have like popped into the room, he would have looked around for a chair or something that they could use to kind of prop up against the handle, keep it like
yeah, I would say at first glance as you get through, yep, you can absolutely throw a deadbolt on the door. There is one of those. Even in small provincial French towns, people are security conscious in this day and age or that day and age. I would say probably a chair would take further exploration into the room, but there is a small bureau that has a telephone sat on it and that kind of thing. You could one of you could probably maneuver. If Rose then, if they were the last three ones to do that with a simple, let's say strength, force or endure. I think let's go endure because not just because it gives you more dice, but because thematically this is you trying to preserve everybody's life. So endure makes sense. A feat of endurance.
Is that us for the bureau as well?
We'll just go with Rose because as they were the last through and bolt it. If you wish to assist, we can give them an extra dice.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah. So take a bonus dice on that.
I rolled so many 4s, but I also rolled 2 6s.
Wonderful. Yep. You maneuver this bureau from the side of the hallway in front of the door. You have as much security as a hallway in an unexplored house can give one.
Sorry, you're muffled again, Mike.
Pissing thing. Try that.
It gets so sensitive after a little bit.
Yeah, I think I dropped the mic the other day. It may have done more harm than I thought. If that's any better.
Yes.
Resoundingly clear.
Okay, I've just repositioned it on the mic stand. Cool. Yeah. So you have relative safety for the moment in a very small area of a larger property. We can, whoever wishes to scout out the building, I would probably, yeah.
Could I also, because who took the harm? It was Lee, Andre, and it's only Lee and Andre, right?
Yeah.
That took
It was just
the
us.
burning damage. Yeah. So then I'm quickly going to try and I have my basic metal gear. So I'm going to use my wits and survival to try and do some basic, quick, like first aid, if necessary. Just kind of see.
It would be empathy medicine, I believe, for a medicine roll.
Right. Okay, perfect. Oh, right. Sorry, I did not see the medicine thing. So that's a +1, so that gives me 6 dice and the 1 stress dice. Roll. Fuck. No 6s and no 1 on the stress die. I want to take.
Okay, I'm assuming you don't wish to push that roll.
No, I don't think so. Yeah, let's not get cocky.
I did push mine because I didn't roll any 6s, but also didn't roll a 1 on the 1 stress die that I had on the first roll. The second roll, I got a 6 on one of my regular die and another 6 on one of my stress die. No 1s on the stress die, on the other stress die. So 2 6s.
Cool. Yeah, you have a scout through the bottom floor, the living room, the kitchen, seen clear. You go upstairs slightly. There are a couple of closed doors, and you definitely notice the smell of the shitters behind one of those doors. They don't. There's no noise. They don't seem to be active, but you can smell death behind one of the doors upstairs. But downstairs seems to be clear. And yeah, the first aid that Henri applies, cosmetically, you have applied a bandage and a salve to the burns that Lee took, but it has had no
I put
beneficial effect
antifungal cream.
mechanically.
I put antifungal cream.
I'm appreciative either way. So thank you so much.
So yeah, you have a safe space for now.
How do we generally know, like, is there a period after which these things kind of lose attention, like, they get bored and they move off, or is this the one thing and they are super focused, hyper focused on it for the rest of the life?
Definitely more the latter, until a larger distraction comes along. These things are going to gather more and more at the back door. They're not intelligent. They won't go around the other streets and come to the front door and try and get you that way, kind of thing. But they definitely will be getting greater in number as time goes on at the back door.
Can I so quickly, like, we need to get to the second floor and just throw something in another direction. Come on. And I'm going to try and hustle us to get to the second floor, and I'll look to Frankie to I'll do the sign which says, show me which room is safe, or which room is dangerous, if there is any, and I'll try and go into any of the other rooms.
So yeah, Frankie gives you clear indications that Frankie does not want you to go upstairs. And anytime you try to move around downstairs, Frankie's fine. Like, Frankie just goes with you. If you indicate to Frankie, lead me somewhere, Frankie will lead you through the downstairs area. I
will ask to lead me upstairs so that we can get, because we need to get up.
This is absolutely not Danny being difficult. I'm fully on board with you. Frankie's going to try to get you to not go upstairs, because Frankie is trained to try to keep you safe and is not going to necessarily pick up on the nuance here. So he's going to try to get you to not go up. But you do clearly know then that Frankie smells shitters upstairs, right? And if you go up, Frankie won't be happy about it, but Frankie will be next to you.
I think that's what we do, because I think, this would have been something we would have done if we got to one of these places. I would have definitely tried to find a higher ground and find anything large and breakable and throw it in another direction away from the house, because sound is what these things react to.
That makes sense. You very clearly see Frankie behaving in ways that communicate anxiety, like the slow wag of the tail, continuing to try to move you that way, dragging a little bit when you try to get him to move forward, in a way that you would have had reason prior to this, if you agree with this, Mike, to understand means definitively, I smell death upstairs. I smell shitters. So you can do with that information what you will. To get ahead of this, as a reminder, pack leader is here. At the level of narrative, I will be Frankie is paying attention as we go. Just because Frankie's not happy about this doesn't mean Frankie's not working, right? So paying attention to where we go will give you an additional heads up on any that we come up with, and that manifests as 2 additional dice on any melee combat, though, that according to this that you do with these creatures.
So upstairs there are 3 rooms. One has a open door. It is the bathroom. There is a very tiny hopper window in that would not be suitable at all. There are 2 other bedrooms. One is at the front of the property. One is at the rear of the property where you've entered from. I'm going to let the dice decide which of those was the room. So it's Danny's, well, it's Frankie's no, so Danny can roll. Just roll 1d6 on an even number. The shitters are in the rear bedroom. On an odd number, the shitters are in the front bedroom.
Oh, I rolled a 1, baby. So I know that doesn't necessarily. I just feel like thematically it's worth pointing that out. But yeah, it's the odd. It's an odd number.
Perfect. So Henri is able to open the door to the rear bedroom. There is a window. There's a kind of rather ornate but very old looking wooden bed, some deep mahogany side tables by that bed, a couple of photographs on those, and obviously a lamp that is no longer working, a large mahogany wardrobe and dresser. Yeah, it's an old, antiquatedly furnished bedroom with a window looking out over the alleyway street where the hordes are massing.
Would I have a question, like, thematically perhaps, especially since this is an oldish house with old aesthetics? Would there be a little clay animal figurine with a little slit on top for, like, coins put in?
Oh yeah, for sure, little kind of money box type effect.
Yeah. The family change box, or like a child's saving bank.
Yeah, there's for sure. Whilst this is definitely an older person's or older couple's room from the photographs that are there are little indications of there having been children in this house, things like that. It almost looks homemade, this little kind of piggy bank, definitely hand painted in childlike fashion. This kind of thick clay pottery pig that has got a little slot in the top for coins.
I mean, would any of the other three have, like, come up with Henri, like, to help him?
Good question.
Okay, no,
Yeah.
clearly not. Yeah. I guess then only, like, Frankie sees that, like, a quick hesitation, and then, like, it's like whipped out from its place, and he's going to quickly go to the window and see, like, the best place to kind of throw it as far as possible.
Aim for a window. Aim for a window.
Yeah.
I mean, this would be quite a feat. Albeit a relatively short alleyway, this is really like a back passage to one specific back door. It's not like there are other, like, windows along the side of this alleyway. It appears to be, like, very much not designed for the aesthetics of windows looking out over a beautiful French alleyway. So it would very much be like an up and over the amassing hordes of a good distance throw to get this to smash anywhere that would have any effect.
Okay.
I will let you attempt it, but it will be a great difficulty to do so, I will say. Roll wise, we would be looking, it would be a ranged combat roll for sure.
Awesome. So that's 6 dice, including the stress die I have.
And I will tell you that I would require 3 6s for this to work to a way that would create a distraction.
No, unfortunately, just 1-6.
So yeah, you huck this this piggy bank out of the window. It does smash against a wall towards the bottom of the alleyway, but it creates a momentary distraction. That's all before they kind of go back to the direction where the other dead are gathering.
I'll quickly call down Rose. We need one more of those cocktails up here.
Okay, yeah. Rose is gonna pet Frankie and quickly wipe her hand off on her pants and run upstairs, grabbing a Molotov to give to Henri. I dropped my lighter somewhere, I think. Hold on, let me check my pockets.
I always have a lighter.
True, I forgot.
Yeah.
Sasha always has a lighter.
Yeah, everybody in this party always has a lighter for various reasons.
For reasons. Yeah.
For
Different
reasons.
So I will say that while you're inside, the threat level has dropped to 3 from 4 as well. I won't make you all take a point of stress as it advises me to do, because you're doing a good job of that yourselves. So.
Okay. Do you want to try to throw this, Henri? Because I mean, you saw my pitch last time.
So would this still be a ranged attack, Mike?
It would, yeah.
So we're trying to throw the Molotov cocktail to create a distraction?
And thin the herd. That is like.
So the house that we're in, is that made of wood or is that a brick and mortar house?
Oh, it's brick and mortar. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, these buildings are brick buildings, but it by the nature of Molotov. Yeah, Molotov cocktail. By the nature of it, the alcohol or whatever fluid you're using as the igniter spreads, creates a fire that will burn for a period of time over an area, and that fire attracts the dead. So
yeah, no, I'm trying to figure out, like, the dead are at the door of the house we're in, right? If we go up to a window that's above the door and we just drop the Molotov cocktail, then we don't have to make a roll, because we're just dropping something. We're not throwing something.
The door is made of wood, by the way, Steve. No, the house may not be, but the door is.
Wait. Hold on. Because I rolled 3 6s. Okay. Including one on
the mark of the beast.
Oh, god damn.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Including the stress dice. So the stress dice was a 6.
Then describe how you hurl this Molotov cocktail over the horde, and where does it land outside of this alleyway that will then draw the dead away from you for a period of time.
So I think Henri manages to kind of like snooker shot it. Like he makes it bounce off like, a lampshade. So like that thunk makes all of them turn in, and then like, the bottle just comes and cracks down onto like in the middle of that little pack, and they all like catch fire. And because it's 3 6s and that is the mark of the beast, the flame exists to exactly perfectly just next to the door. And the door is safe.
I would go in to say that the flame probably stops about 10 meters from the door, just for narratively, so that those at the door turn around.
Yeah. I mean, that's how it is in Henri's head.
Yeah. It's cool. I made the damage roll for that Molotov as well, because why wouldn't I? And it does a fair amount of damage. You set fire to a healthy chunk of this swarm of shitters, distracting those that are clamoring at the door, they turn round, they move towards this burning pile of friends, thus expanding the burning pile of friends, like one big
Oh,
burning friend commune that
It's a
that
group
roams
hug.
the streets. Yeah, yeah. It's we
it makes them
just
feel all tingly.
Yeah.
Crackly. Yeah.
they definitely feel all fuzzy and warm inside and outside,
Yeah.
and on any extremities they have.
And they're on
The
fire.
warmth of friendship.
I will say temporarily the threat levels will reduce to 2, or kind of 2.5, because they are aware of you, but they've been distracted by a bigger shiny thing. That will give you some time to formulate what you're going to do next, and I will say also will give enough for you all to relieve 1 stress, because I'm a nothing if not a benevolent GM.
That is
And-
incredibly magnanimous of you. I go down to 1 stress from 2. I was starting to
Yeah.
think, like, what's going to happen when Frankie's stress fills up? I've never done that before.
Oh, that's episode 4. Sorry.
And it's not just Frankie is an anchor for and for Lee, but I am also a shepherd, so anyone can use me as an anchor when they need to reduce stress. So yeah,
Wonderful.
we'll definitely manage that. I'm at 0
So it
stress.
is.
Can I quickly clarify is there a max on stress?
There is. It is
5.
5, I believe.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Yeah. Which will be fun.
I'll make a note of that.
5
So-
stress dice. We'd all like
Af-
that, right?
Yeah.
Shit.
After Frankie gives kisses and everything, Rose is gonna go
Yeah.
over to Henri and be like, do you have any like Benadryl or antihistamine cream or anything in your go kit?
I will pull out Allegra. It's only 80 mg, but hey, it's
Oh.
Allegra. It's good
Oh.
antihistamine.
I don't know if this is gonna be strong enough. Okay, how many? Like looking to see how many is like the max you can take in 24 hours.
250 easy, but I don't have too many left, so maybe just take about
Ooh.
2.
You should probably
Sen-
save them for something that it's gonna for sure work on. Because
Sensing your distress, Frankie comes up to you and it, like, just sits on your feet, trying to give you pressure, comfort, because helpful, and then looks up.
you
Frankie,
Good.
Frankie, come over here. I grab some treats.
In a twist of irony, though, if it were to get worse, Frankie does have an EpiPen included in his supplement pack.
That's fair.
I rolled my stress die to see if it got worse. Like and it did it. So I was lucky this time.
That's good.
Wonderful. Well, with the relative safety that this little French townhouse is providing, and an unknown distance to the town square where the signs would be that would show you where the landmarks are, it probably feels like a good time to call it a day for episode 3.
Ooh.
Oh man.
I've got a reputation of us starting and finishing on time to maintain, so
Mhm.
don't want to interrupt that as much as I would love to keep playing this. If one show is going to be known for its punctuality on Pantsless tables, it's going to be mine. God damn it! Yes. So the camera, if not the sun, sets on our group huddled together, giving each other comfort and relieving stress in whatever form they like to relieve stress, in a little French townhouse. We will return in 2 weeks' time. I'm going to let my wonderful players tell you who they are and where you can find them and the 1,001 wonderful things that they're doing. I'm going to let Steve plug the channel and the wonderful news that we've had today as well. I will just sign off by saying I have been your GM, your storyteller, your best friend, and your worst enemy, Mike. You can find me on Blue Sky at Run Like Craig, on Instagram at Run Like Craig 1979 because I am old. And I will throw it, we'll go reverse order because why wouldn't we? Which means we start with Adi.
Hello, people of the internet. I've been AdiMK. Fab, he, him pronouns. You can find me at AdiMK on Blue Sky and on YouTube, and at Many Face Plays on Twitch. And the thing that that I'm going to try and push. Danny, can we talk about this? Like,
Yeah, do it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this crazy man came up to me with an idea sometime back about doing an actual play series of the amazing game called The Time We Have, which is a destructive, devastating tale of siblings on either side of a door during a zombie apocalypse, and one of them is infected. We have assembled a stunning cast of people who are going to be part of this, and some utter devastation is going to be wrought. And look forward to it, which is going to be coming up on Many Face Plays on YouTube and Twitch. Sometime in June, July is what we are thinking. Yeah, 100%.
Gonna be epic. Next up then was the wonderful Rose and the equally wonderful Baba.
I'm Baba Yaga. Will continue to be so. You can find me on the Blue Sky at babayaga.quest. I forgot what my handle was. Oh, and you can also find me tomorrow, this same time block, whatever it is for you, that we just played in over on House of Dreams, playing Mel the Maker and having a lot of fun breaking hearts in Waterhome. And tomorrow's going to be a really, really good, juicy, emotional game because it's confronting somebody's like decades old trauma. You can also find me. I will be on the thing with Danny and Audie and everybody else, and I'm very excited about the storylines that have started to form because it's different, and I like taking games in different places than where they were intended.
Baba and I are going to destroy you.
And then Danny and I are going to fucking destroy you.
Oh my God.
I'm going to reach out to everybody, like literally everybody on that list with proposals next week during my week's holiday because like I've just been jammed. Nice. But yeah, thrilled, looking forward to it. You can all expect DMs from me because I want to tell sad stories with you lot. Next up, the fabulous Lee, played by the fabulous Morn.
Hi everyone, thanks for watching. I have been Morn Putman Trimmer, pronouns they them. You can find me on Instagram and Blue Sky at Morn Putman Trimmer. You can also find me on at Damsels in no, that's not a name. At Damsels in Distress on Instagram and at Damsels D&D on Blue Sky. We've just finished our first long form campaign. We're currently taking a break, but we've got some exciting things lined up. You can also find me at Wasn't There a Man Theatre. We are a Hampshire-based theatre company, and If you live or are able to get to Southern England, keep an eye out on our socials because we may have a few things popping up here and there.
Nice.
Very
That's
cool,
awesome.
very cool. Next, it is the adorable Frankie and the equally adorable Danny Mendoza.
Thank you very much, Mike. Thanks, everybody, for having me here. Danny Mendoza, he, him. Danny R. Mendoza, everywhere internets are found. So Blue Sky is a good place to follow me for TTRPG stuff. But if you just want to put Danny R. Mendoza into whatever, I'm probably there. Tomorrow, if you're watching this live, I'm going to go ahead, since it's tomorrow, and plug something that I don't often necessarily get to mention here because of the amount of stuff I have. But I'm in a D&D campaign that is a pro wrestling themed thing that is called Squared Circle Odysseys over at Creative Disarray. I play basically Mankind, basically Mick Foley. Wrestling name is Dude Love. Character name Miguel Lovato, and yeah, is a tree barbarian. World Tree Barbarian, and it's a lot of fun. So if you want to check that out, that's 4 p.m. Eastern U.S. time. At 8 p.m. Eastern U.S. time, the live talkback for Radical Resonance, the Rocket Club game that I ran over at Streaming Rainbow, where I'm a member of the staff, will be up. If you can't catch it live, you could catch it on VOD afterwards on YouTube. And then the following day, raising money for, I don't know what cause yet because I think it's still being determined, over at Pocket Dragon Pub as a beginning of Pride over there. Going to do For the Drag Queen. So we're doing For the Queen. The queen that we chose is the drag queen. We picked it already. So that'll be fun. That'll be at noon Eastern. And then sometime that day over at Nerds with Dice, I don't know what time they're going to be putting it out, probably 8 p.m. Eastern, there's going to be a short talkback for the Rocket Club game that we did over there as well, A Silent Harvest. So if you're watching this live or anytime before a couple days from now, before the end of May, you're still in time to get a free PDF. It's 172 page PDF plus supporting materials of Rocket Club, which is a phenomenal game by M. Hubbard, put out by Evil Hat, which just supported this channel. So it's all part of the same thing. And we did Rocket Club here, and the Rocket Club here was amazing. Audience Steve were in it. You should go watch it. But the with the Cease also, who is also incredible. The game is available fully for free. The only thing that we ask, if you go to evilhat.com/rocket-club, that's evilhat.com/rocket-club, is give feedback, and then you will be credited in the printed book when it comes out as a playtester, and more importantly, you will be helping an amazing game become even better. That playtest form is going to be open for a couple more weeks after the playtest period opens, so don't feel like you have to get the stuff in right away, but you will have to sign up by the end of May if you want to get that free stuff. Beyond that, there obviously is me continuing to be on this show until, well, even past if Frankie dies. I have a backup character. Yeah, being on this show. Being on some other stuff here. I'm not positive what I'm able to fully announce live, but I am going to be running something for Pride here later in the month, which is going to be great. I'm doing Pride stuff over at Pocket Dragon Pub on the 1st. I'm also at 10 a.m. Eastern going to be in a fiasco thing for that, and then I'm running 3 things throughout the month over there. I have a bunch of pre-records that are coming out that are going to be raising money for a great cause over at Streaming Rainbow. I'm going to be doing something in July because Pride isn't just 1 month, baby, for Nerds with Dice. I'm doing a couple other things in June and July, raising money for good causes over at the Old Ways, at the Bad Ideas, and at Many Face Plays and Queers and Spears. We're going to be doing stuff raising money for Trans Lifeline with the same group throughout June and July in 3 sets of stuff. So check all that out. I'm also in a bunch of stuff where we're not raising funds for stuff. For that, just follow me on my socials. And the one other thing I do want to mention, mostly to plug the game more than the AP I'm going to be running, is Adi's going to be in this too. Over at Streaming Rainbow, we're doing Oceania 2084. It's not going to start airing until July, if I'm remembering correctly. But we're going to start up soon, and we're doing a lot of educational videos connected to our stuff over there. So if you want to watch more stuff about how to play Rocket Club, we have a bunch of educational videos there. We're doing the same with Oceania. I just filmed the first interview of at least 2 that we're going to do on the front end with the creator of the game that are deep dives. It's going to come out as a series. We filmed for 5 hours yesterday, and we're setting up open-ended to film for who knows how long next Friday. So just so you get a sense of how excited and committed the creator of that game is, it is an incredible, beautiful game. Really important to dig into if you're willing to dig into tough stuff at this time in the world in particular. So I highly recommend you check it out. There's a free version you can get called the Austere Edition, or if you want to support the creator, you can buy the version that I just showed you physically on their website or digitally on itch. So that's me, and it's going to go to whoever you want it to next, Mike. You're in control. I'm not.
I know. There's only one person I've got. I am going to dip and say I'm really bad at plugging myself. I should have mentioned you can find me next week on this channel on Dark Waters, or tomorrow night over at Transmissions with episode 3 of our D&D miniseries Heartforged Siege over there, and lots of other stuff coming up, hopefully on many other channels. But I will finally hop it over to the beautiful Sasha Beauregard, the hot mess that is Steve.
Hey, better hot mess than PP man. I'll take it. Hi, I'm Steve, also known as Sassy Pants. I run Pantsless Tables and other related things. You can find me here on Pantsless Tables doing Pantsless Tables things, or you can find me on Sassy Pants doing Sassy Pants things, where I play Deadlock and a bunch of other games. Mostly Deadlock, because we are low-key obsessed. I have 250 hours in a game that I started playing in December. So that's wild. Anyway, we've got a bunch of cool stuff happening on Pantsless Tables over the next few weeks. Pride is almost here, baby. So we've got 6 games, 6 one-shots set for Pride, from Eat the Reich to Wander Home to Molgoths versus Visigoths. Those are our 3 of our 6 games that we've got planned. Of course, we're also continuing our regularly scheduled games, which is 2 of our zombie games that run Tuesdays and Fridays. Dark Waters, Looming Shadows are 2 D&D games that have been running for forever. And Sundays, we're doing Unskippable Cutscene, which is our video game talk show. And on the flip side with that is Whispered Secrets, which is our Candela Obscura game. We're also currently in development for a super secret new show that premieres at the end of September. So like we're planning 3 months fucking out, which is very weird for me because I don't plan that far in advance. But it is a 2-hour special celebrating TTRPGs and everything that TTRPGs are all about. We're calling it Shirtless Chairs because of course we are. It is the funniest fucking name that we have come up with. More details about that to follow. We are actively also looking for volunteers to help us out with this event. I will send out a message in the Discord. We need people to help with graphic design, artwork, outreach, also some research, which may or may not involve stalking your favorite TTRPG creators, social media, nowhere else, just to see what the vibes are like and if they are going to be a good fit. For Pride, so far we have raised $35 across the board for the Trevor Project, for individual people as part of mutual aid. And my goal is to hit 1,500 by the end of Pride, which is by the end of June. Sorry, not by the end of Pride. But we're gonna end Pride. We're gonna end June with 2 12-hour streams, Friday, Saturday, 27th and 28th of June, which will also culminate in a face reveal that I am doing, which is officially happening. I'm technically going to do it if we hit $1,500, but if we don't hit it, I probably will do it anyway, because I'm going to hit 5 years of streaming on Twitch in July, and I want to do it before then.
Steve, can I ask a question? Is it okay if I talk about when Molgoths versus Visigoths is going to be?
Oh yeah, it's the last game. Yeah.
So it's the last game, and is it okay if I reveal cast info a little bit?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Just you're in it. So this is what I want to say to all of you watching, is in the middle of Molgoths versus Visigoths, if we hit $1,500, if I'm hearing Steve correctly, we will get a face reveal. So I humbly request that if we haven't hit $1,500 by then, Do everything you possibly can to ensure that we hit $1,500 raised by the time we're in that game. Baba's in that game too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I offered to
would be
shake
tickled
my
to
head,
pieces.
but Steve's face reveal is way better than that.
If you wanna favor a great cause and just like entertain the crap out of us, please make sure we hit $1,500 by then. Yeah.
Top stuff. Top stuff.
Yeah,
Thank
one
you,
last
Steve.
thing. Merch is happening June 1st. We're going to open up pre-orders on June 1st. Official open up stuff on June 5th. But you have 4 days to place your orders in so that on the 5th we start production and then your order gets shipped out almost immediately. Pre-orders will also be opened. Will also open at a 10% discount. So all profits from our merch sales will go directly to charity. I'm trying to figure out how to make it work where we can donate the proceeds directly to individuals. But because Pantsless Tables is a private limited company now, there's a lot of paperwork between there. So we might just have to donate that money to the Trevor Project, which is also fine. But I'm going to have to figure out a way to make that work. But that is what we're doing for now. And we also might have some specific Pride merch that hopefully we will be able to launch by the 5th. I don't know if that'll be possible, maybe by the 12th, but 5th is the goal that I've put to my designer, and he is currently working his ass off to make it happen. So yeah, that's all. That's all of that. That's the spiel. Yeah, Mike, do the outro, please.
Yeah, so this has been your Walking Dead bi-weekly miniseries, The Way We Were. Episode 3 in the can, episode 4 coming in 2 weeks' time. And yeah, we're just going to go chill behind the scenes now and talk about non-devastating, emotionally traumatic stuff. So cool, you do what you want to do.